The UNI women's basketball team is coming off back-to-back appearances in the NCAA tournament, but this season hasn't been kind to the Panthers as several key players have gone down with some serious injuries. Coach Tanya Warren has had to look to the bench for some support, and redshirt freshman Brooke Brown has seized this opportunity. Brad Wells has the story.
Seeing limited minutes in the early part of the year, redshirt freshman Brooke Brown scored 12 points in the first 8 games. Since then, things have changed, and the Chanhassen, Minnesota native scored 12 points in a single game on January 14th against the Bradley Braves. She now has a much larger role on a team that's looking to regain their rhythm.
I knew that was going to be 4 senior guards. Besides any of the injuries we had, I was planning on working my hardest to get playing time no matter what the situation was. And obviously there's more opportunity now that there's been so many injuries, but it's something you have to play through.
The confidence that she plays with and comes to practice with every single day, you're slowly starting to see that transfer from that redshirt year to practice to games. And as we continue to play, you're going to continue to see the consistency on the offensive end that you see on the defensive end from her every single night.
Brooke has gone from a redshirt freshman that would get a few quality minutes throughout a game to starting her first career game on February 2nd when the Panthers hosted Southern Illinois. She scored 6 points but also contributed 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and did not turn the ball over once in 31 minutes of action in a 22-point conference victory.
Knowing that you have to produce in some way and coming off the bench, and you have to have this little knack or a little ability, and it's hard, even as a freshman, what she is, to come off the bench and produce, and now she's starting. So I've seen her grow a lot, and it's great to see how she's grown as a player and as a person and on and off the floor, and she's just been doing some key things for us.
And it starts in practice. She comes every single day, and she never takes a possession off. Defensively, she's always talking, constantly talking. I mean, that is one of her strengths, is her ability to communicate.
Just as UNI's offense gets sparked by their defense this season, for Brooke Brown, her play begins on the defensive end. She's even picked up the tough assignment of covering the opposing team's top offensive threat.
I love it. Yeah, that's got to be one of my favorite things to do, definitely. I'm a communicator. I work hard. I love shutting people down. That's definitely one of my biggest keys, and it's a challenge, but you get better at it every single day and every single game.
Yeah, she's always the one that talks, and for me it's hard to talk on defense and do all that, but she brings it, and she brings energy, and she steals the ball, and she gets out in transition, and it helps the team.
But just her defensive intensity, knowing where she needs to be, understanding the defensive game plan, making sure everybody's on the same page. Those are a lot of little things that make a big difference, and those are the things that Brooke brings on an everyday basis.
Whether it's her tough defensive pressure or her improving ability on the offensive end of the floor, Brooke Brown has been a great spark for this year's team.
She is always talking, whether she's in the game or on the bench. And that's something that you cannot put a price tag on. But her defensive intensity and making sure that people are in the right spot and that communication is up. Sometimes as an opponent, when you have somebody that's talking that much and that loud, it's intimidating.
Definitely. That is my main goal when I go out there, is to have energy, play good defense, contribute positively on offense. But spark plug is definitely what I'm going for.